Today we're going to make a mandala on paper. It's going to be transferred onto metal foil. So like all metal foil assignments that I do, we start on paper and then we attach the paper to the foil and we trace over a design so it gets pressed into the foil. So a mandala is a circular design. It's actually called a radial design because it radiates out from the center of the circle. So the first thing we want to do is find the center of our paper by folding our paper from corner to corner and just pressing lightly in the middle, and do the same thing that way, and you should have a little X in the middle, and where the X crosses you put a dot. That's the center. Then I'm actually going to fold my paper in half. I'll fold it in half again this way. And no, we're not making origami. Open it up. And I get my cross lines. So I'll just trace over those lightly. And I'll go back and do the corners again. So we're going to end up with 8 spaces. Alright, now I'm going to make a circle, and I'll do each corner separately. So I'm going to curve. See how I'm rotating my paper? It's easier to make a curve if you're always going this way. And doing 1/4 of a curve or 1/4 of a curve is a lot easier than trying to do the whole circle at once. So I just have to kind of arc from here to here. And there we go, circle. So what I want to do is make a design that is basically the same in each section. So there's lots of ways you can approach this, and we've done this on a larger piece of paper before. You can start by adding a shape to each space. You could start by curving on each space. One thing I like to do sometimes is connect corners. So watch. I'll connect this corner to this corner with a straight line. This corner to this corner. This corner to this corner. This corner to this corner. And this one to this one. Until I get all the way through the whole entire mandala. And oh, I missed this one. So now I have a kind of a star shape. And then I can start working off of that. Maybe I want to put a curve from here to here. And I'll just keep building it up. So let's see. I'm going to go from across on these. Alright, that's looking pretty busy. Now I can get rid of some of these lines that I started with, or I can keep them, or I can soften them up. By softening them up, I can get rid of some of the straight lines and turn them into curved lines. So sometimes I like to use kind of a traditional mandala curve where it's peaked in the center like that. So if I do that on each of these triangles, yeah, something's gone funky on mine. Because this should be, let's see, 1, 2, this one came in off. This should be one triangle here. So my line wasn't straight enough. It should have intersected right there. So this one should go like this. And this one should intersect here. That might get a little goofy, so I'm going to stop doing that. And I'll just be satisfied with this design. If you don't like it, turn it over and restart. And that one was getting too crazy for me. I didn't like how many lines I had. So I'll go back. And I'll go with something a little more simple. So everything I do, I have to do 8 times. Now you can just draw a shape in there. So I'm going to turn these into arrows. Always rotate your papers so they're always going in the same direction. Sometimes my students get confused and they start flipping things. So they'll start out, they won't turn their papers, so they'll start drawing like an arrow here, and next thing you know, by the time they get to the other side, the arrow's pointing that way too. They should all meet in the center. See, I got off a little bit here, so I'm going to go back into these and extend them down so that they line up. Let's see where each time I got off a little bit. This should form kind of more of a circle here. There we go. And I'll just erase those and make them match. And then I can eliminate this line too if I want to put a shape in here, so I can go right over that. Alright, that's looking good to me. I think I have enough going on. I like the design, and I'm going to stop with that. And now I'm ready to transfer to foil.